Billionaire dad watches Waitress feed his disabled son and changes her life forever. The rain hammers against the diner's windows, a relentless drumbeat that mirrors the heaviness in Maggie's chest. She is used to the constant thrum of life, long shifts at Haven Street Diner, patrons who come and go, the noise, the smells, the grease, and the grit of Chicago. But tonight, the diner feels colder, quieter, and emptier than usual. The evening crowd has trickled down to just a few scattered souls, a trucker nursing his beer in the corner, a college student hunched over a laptop, lost in his world. Maggie, wiping down the counter, glances outside and catches sight of a small figure by the diner's entrance. A boy, no older than 8, sits alone in a wheelchair, his frail frame huddled under a faded blanket, his dark hair plastered to his forehead from the rain. Maggie's heart twists in an instant. Without thinking, she grabs a towel from the back and hurries outside, her shoes slapping against the wet pavement. Maggie, softly, gentle against the storm's howl, "Hey, sweetie. What are you doing out here all alone?" The boy lifts his gaze, his wide blue eyes filled with uncertainty. Tommy, mumbling, barely audible, "I'm waiting for someone." Maggie scans the street, but it's empty. No sign of a guardian in sight. She kneels beside him, her instincts kicking in. "Maggie," soothingly, "you can't stay out here in this mess. Come inside with me, okay? It's warm, and I've got something special for you." The boy hesitates, then nods shyly. Maggie wheels him into the diner, settling him by the radiator and draping the towel over his shoulders. Maggie, smiling warmly, "I'm Maggie. What's your name?" "Tommy," small smile tugging at his lips. "Tommy." Maggie grins, making light conversation as she heads to the kitchen. "Maggie," calling over her shoulder, "grilled cheese sound good?" She doesn't wait for an answer, already busy preparing the comforting meal. Minutes later, she returns with a steaming plate and a mug of tomato soup. Maggie, gently tucking a napkin into his lap, "This one's on me." Tommy's eyes light up as he takes a bite, the cheese stretching in gooey strings. Tommy, murmuring in wonder, "This is the best thing I've ever had." Maggie chuckles and sits across from him, chatting about silly things, favorite superheroes, best cartoons, anything to keep that smile on his face. As they talk, something about Tommy's joy soothes the edges of Maggie's own tired soul, reminding her of the kindness her grandmother always encouraged. What Maggie doesn't know is that across the street, hidden in the shadows, a sleek black Bentley sits idling in the rain. Inside, Victor Grayson, the CEO of Grayson Technologies, watches the scene unfold through the diner's glass windows. His sharp gray eyes focus on the boy and the woman who has so easily offered him care. At 45, Victor has seen it all: wealth, power, influence. But what he sees in Maggie's eyes is something he hasn't encountered in years. True, guarded kindness. And as he watches her feed Tommy without a second thought, without even knowing who he is, Victor feels a stir inside him. Something that can only be described as awe. It is a feeling he hasn't felt in a long time, and it will change both their lives forever. Victor can't stop thinking about Maggie as he sits in the back of the Bentley, the city lights flickering outside the tinted windows. He's been to countless business meetings, negotiating deals with billion-dollar companies, making decisions that affect thousands. But tonight, his mind is consumed by a waitress, a stranger who fed his son without a second thought. The warmth in her gesture, the kindness in her smile, it feels like something from a world he no longer knows. His thoughts are interrupted by a call from his assistant, Clara. "Clara, businesslike but curious, sir, you wanted me to look into her." "I've got the file." Victor takes a deep breath, his fingers tapping nervously against the leather seat. "Victor, send it to me." By the time he arrives back at his penthouse overlooking Lake Michigan, the folder is waiting on his desk. He flips it open. Maggie Harper. 28, a waitress at Haven Street Diner for 5 years. Barely scraping by. No family, no college degree, but a history of helping people when she had nothing to give. She is the kind of person who does the right thing when no one is looking. Victor's heart tightens as he flips through the pages, the details of her life forming a picture that feels painfully familiar. She is someone who lives in the margins, who knows what it means to struggle, but still finds a way to be generous even when it hurts. He admires that more than he cares to admit. The next morning, he doesn't waste any time. Victor, firmly, to Clara, find her. I want to meet her. Clara raises an eyebrow but says nothing. When Maggie arrives at Grayson Technologies, she looks completely out of place in the sleek, modern lobby. Her worn-out sneakers and faded jeans stand in stark contrast to the polished glass walls and designer suits surrounding her. Victor greets her with a cool handshake, masking the intensity of his curiosity. He leads her to his office. A moment of silence hangs between them before he speaks. Victor, low, almost reluctant. I saw what you did last night. Maggie shifts in her seat, eyes wide, clearly taken aback. Maggie, I don't understand. What are you talking about? Victor, softening slightly. Tommy. My son. He lets the words hang in the air. Victor, you took care of him. You didn't ask for anything in return. You just helped him. I've been thinking about it all night. Maggie's breath catches. She hadn't realized who Tommy's father was when she offered him that sandwich. She shifts uncomfortably, unsure where this conversation is going. Maggie, hesitant look, I didn't mean to overstep. I couldn't leave him out there in the rain. He's just a kid. Victor, interrupting, leaning forward. That's what I'm offering you. A chance to do more. I want you to work for me, Maggie. I want to offer you a job at Grayson Technologies. Maggie's jaw drops. Maggie, stammering, a job? But I don't know anything about tech. I'm just a waitress. Victor, firmly, I don't need you to know about tech. I need someone with a heart like yours. Someone who does the right thing even when no one is watching. That's rare. You're rare. He pauses, searching her eyes. Victor, I can offer you 6 figures. Benefits. The works. But more than that, I can offer you a chance to change your life. Maggie's mind races. She's been struggling to pay rent, skipping meals, barely getting by, and now a billionaire is offering her a life she could never have dreamed of. Her hands tremble as she shakes her head. Maggie, whispering, I don't understand. Why me? Victor's gaze hardens slightly. Victor, because you saw my son. Not my name. Not my money. You saw him as a person. That's rare. And I need someone like that on my team. Maggie's heart pounds. This isn't a dream. This is a chance to escape everything she's been running from. But is she ready to take it? Maggie lies awake that night, staring at the cracked ceiling of her tiny apartment. Victor Grayson has offered her a chance, something she never thought she'd have. A 6-figure salary. A life she never dared to imagine. But could she really step into that world? She has spent years barely scraping by, feeling invisible, never expecting more for herself. And now, a billionaire is telling her she's rare? The thought is overwhelming. She shifts under the thin blanket, anxiety crawling up her spine. What if she fails? What if she makes a fool of herself in front of those powerful executives? What if she gets swallowed up in their world, used, discarded? But then she thinks of Tommy. His small, grateful smile. The way his eyes lit up at something as simple as a grilled cheese sandwich. She hadn't done anything extraordinary, just been kind. But to him, it had meant something. To Victor, it had meant something. And for the first time in years, Maggie allows herself to think, maybe she is meant for something more. She grabs her phone, her fingers trembling slightly as she types out a message. Maggie, texting Clara, tell Victor. I accept. Underscore 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 underscore. The next morning, Maggie steps into the towering glass building of Grayson Technologies. It feels surreal, like stepping onto the set of a movie. The polished floors gleam under the bright lights, the air smells like expensive cologne and fresh coffee. Men and women in tailored suits move with purpose, their heels clicking against the marble. Maggie swallows hard, tugging at her thrift store blazer. She feels like a fraud. A receptionist greets her and leads her to a conference room. As she steps inside, her breath catches. Victor is there, along with a team of high-ranking executives. Their gazes flicker to her, their expressions unreadable. Victor stands, his presence commanding the room. Victor, introducing her to the team. This is Maggie Harper. She's going to be joining us. A brief silence. Then, murmurs of acknowledgement. Some polite nods. Others more skeptical. Maggie feels the weight of their judgment. She knows what they must be thinking. Who is this waitress? Why is she here? But Victor's unwavering confidence in her steadies her. She lifts her chin slightly. She will prove them wrong. Underscore 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 underscore. The first few weeks are a whirlwind. Meetings, emails, introductions. Maggie is thrown into a world she barely understands. Corporate jargon flies over her head, spreadsheets make her dizzy. She spends her nights poring over business books, trying to keep up. And then there are the whispers. At the coffee station. In the break room. She hears them when they think she's not listening. Whispered voices, hushed, skeptical. Why did Victor hire her? A waitress? Is this some charity project? A publicity stunt? The words sting. But Maggie keeps her head down and works harder. She doesn't belong here. Not yet. But she will. She finds herself drawn to Tommy. Every afternoon, she spends time with him at Victor's penthouse, reading to him, making him laugh. He opens up to her in ways he doesn't with others. She sees the loneliness in his eyes, the longing for something more than just privilege and isolation. Tommy, softly, one evening, do you think I'll ever be normal? Maggie, gently, squeezing his hand. You already are, Tommy. And you're amazing just the way you are. The boy's eyes shine. And in that moment, Maggie realizes this isn't just about a job. It's about him. About giving him something real. Underscore 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 underscore. But not everyone wants Maggie there. One evening, Clara approaches her, her expression tight with worry. Clara, low voice, glancing around nervously. Maggie, we have a problem. Maggie tenses. Maggie, what is it? Clara, there's been a security breach. Someone's been leaking sensitive company information. And Victor thinks it might be you. Maggie's blood runs cold. Maggie, stammering, what? Me? I don't even know enough about this place to leak anything. Clara, softly, someone saw you talking to a guy from a rival firm last week. At the diner. The timing is suspicious. Maggie freezes. She remembers that conversation, a man she'd served for years, just asking how she was adjusting to her new job. It had seemed harmless at the time. But now it could cost her everything. Underscore 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 underscore. The tension in Victor's office is suffocating. He stands behind his desk, arms crossed, his gaze unreadable. Victor, calm but firm. I took a chance on you, Maggie. Tell me the truth.
Did you leak company information? Maggie's heart pounds. Maggie, whispering, desperate, Victor, I swear, I didn't do this. I don't even know enough about the business to. Victor slides a folder across the desk. Maggie hesitates, then picks it up. Inside are emails, transcripts, documents that seem to tie her to the leak. Her hands tremble. This can't be real. Maggie, breathless, shaking her head. I don't know anything about this. I didn't do this. A long silence.
Victor studies her, his sharp gaze piercing through her defenses.
Victor, quietly, watching her reaction. Then how do you explain it? Maggie racks her brain, trying to make sense of it. And then it hits her. The man at the diner. Could he have been working with someone? Could this be a setup?
Maggie, suddenly, urgent, Victor, there was a guy.
At the diner. A regular. He asked me questions about my job here, about you.
I thought it was just small talk, but maybe he was setting me up.
Victor's eyes narrow. Victor, you never mentioned this before. Maggie, I didn't think it was important. But now I think he's the one behind this. A beat.
Victor leans back in his chair, studying her.
Then, finally, he exhales.
Victor, grudgingly, we'll figure this out.
But if I'm going to trust you, we have to find the real leak. Together. Relief floods Maggie, but doubt lingers. Can she really prove her innocence before it's too late?
Underscore 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 underscore. Maggie and Victor dive into the investigation. They comb through records, trace every lead. And finally, they find the real culprit. A senior executive. Someone far more dangerous than they had anticipated. Someone who had been working with a rival company for months, using Maggie as a scapegoat. The revelation rocks the company. The executive is fired immediately.
Maggie is cleared. But the damage is done. She sits in Victor's office once more, exhaustion weighing on her.
Maggie, softly, looking down, I don't belong here, Victor.
A beat.
Then, Victor speaks, his voice softer than she's ever heard it.
Victor, Maggie, you proved to me that I didn't make a mistake. You could have walked away. You didn't. That means something.
She looks up, meeting his gaze. And for the first time, she allows herself to believe, maybe she does belong. Underscore 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 underscore.
The months that follow are transformative.
Maggie grows into her role, earning the respect of those who once doubted her. She thrives, not just in business, but in her connection with Tommy.
She becomes family. And Victor? He changes too. The once cold, detached businessman softens. He starts to see the world through Maggie's eyes, through kindness, through second chances. One evening, as they sit in the penthouse watching Tommy play, Victor turns to her.
Victor, quietly, you changed everything, Maggie. She smiles, warmth blooming in her chest.
Maggie, so did you. And in that moment, they both realize this wasn't just about a job. It was about fate. About finding something they never knew they needed. A family.